What is up? What is up? I wanted to do a mini training on resistance, and that is something that I've certainly walked through in my own journey, and it is a word that I have learned to not only embrace, but I actually love the word resistance because I love what it brings for us, and this is something that, continues to come up again for me personally, but also just noticing in practice with each and every one of you as clients on your journey as well. So I wanted to drop in here and offer a little context and a training. And the bottom line is that whenever there is resistance, there is a block to manifestation. And, receiving what you want is literally on the other side of resistance. So I talk about it with many of you. It's like a perfect analogy to a gym experience, right? There has to be, that's why we lift weights. That's why we have load, because that resistance on our muscles is what's required in order for our muscles to adapt and grow stronger. If there wasn't a load or a resistance training, then there would be nothing for the muscles to adapt to. There'd be nothing for the muscles to say, oh, whoa, we were met with this resistance. Now we have to grow stronger for the next time. And that's life too. So the beauty is in the dance of can you feel the resistance, be with it, and allow it to be in your system, so that your system can then say, oh, what can we do? What are all the possibilities to expand around this? Rather than seeing the resistance and going, oh my God, I'm going to run the other way. Like you get to the gym, it's like, maybe I'll just stay with the 5-pound dumbbells for 3 years. And then you're like, I wonder why I'm not getting results, right? And it's just simply a barrier between you and what you want, right? You want to grow and expand into this next level of awesomeness, then resistance is going to come into play. Resistance always comes with expansion. And that those resistances that show up will keep refining and opening up the way. It's a tool. And then there's also like a series of tools that you can use to move through it as well. And that's what I wanted to offer today. So the moment that you feel resistance around anything, right? When you start to feel that energy, that tightness, that contraction, simply breathe, right? Number one, just breathe. And then number two is to simply get curious. Oh, interesting. Like I want to shut this down, or I want to say, that this opportunity isn't even a possibility for me, or I, spin it into all these thoughts, like something's coming up. You feel it. You feel the stickiness. You feel the ping. You feel the contraction, and you're just going to be curious. I'm feeling this. I see it coming up. And number three is just to love it, right? Love whatever is coming up. And this is how you witness it fully. I'm noticing that, I want to say no, or that I'm saying I can't do that. And, let me just love that part of me that's scared, because that's all it is, right? Love that part of you, that has to know what's going on, 10 steps ahead, like that has to know, what it's going to look like. And it becomes like this security blanket, like we have to figure it out. We have to know what it looks like. And just allow yourself to feel that, right? Love that part of you that has that level of insecurity. And in that moment, like when you just become aware and you just give it that love, and you've actually tapped into your highest self. The divine self, right? The part of your soul that can separate out almost and witness the little kid self that is freaking out. And then you just simply get to soothe him or her, right? Soothe that little kid by letting them know it's okay. like, it's okay. You can feel what you need to feel, and it's okay. And we're safe in this moment, and let's just be with it, right? Allow your soul to look and say, like, let me be with this human thought for a moment. And then you get to see the thought through another lens. You get to see it with more capacity. So as your higher self, you're looking at this and you're going, oh, it's simply just resistance. And I see that I'm scared because it's unknown, because, what's beyond this resistance is my greater evolution, and my little kid self is scared. And now when you get to see it through this different lens with more capacity, you're being both multidimensional, which is all what we're all capable of, and you're also being human at the same time, because you are, and you get to love all of it. And so you just learn to love the dance. And what may come up as you continue, and this is why I wanted to drop in here and talk about this, what may come up as you continue to do this deep work and integrate and initiate from all of the old kind of past programming that you've had before stepping into, wow, I want more for my life. I'm curious. I see that I can expand and grow into more, and I'm going to do this deeper work, and I'm going to lean in, and I'm going to elevate my consciousness. And it will come up. The resistance will continue to come up as you integrate. And everything that does is there to distract you, right? And instead of you getting comfortable with the discomfort, right, the choice can be to fall back into the old patterning and like seeing that the resistance is popping up, feeling the discomfort, and then wanting to run. And as you're going through your coaching journey, that like, oh, like it's coming up, I want to run. Don't shame yourself. Like, it's simply, again, it's your higher self noticing the human going, I have this tendency to run. And what does running look like? It could be, going to food. It could be to an old past pattern of getting distracted with busy work. It could be like an old, comparison game thing, or getting triggered by another person, and you could be like, well, I thought I healed that, and it's coming up, right? All of these things, you see these resistances pop up, you feel the discomfort of wanting to run, and then you may even feel like you're going to start to shame yourself in some way, and for experiencing the sabotage. It's just using and noticing, right? Using the behavior pattern that you would have used in the past to shut down or to not fully feel, and just catch it, right? And just give even more love to it. No shame here. This is part of evolving. It's like you're going to lift weights in the gym. You're going to start with 5-pound dumbbells to do those lunges, and a couple of months in, if you're still lifting with the 5-pound dumbbells, those lunges aren't going to give you much in the way of like a tight tushy, right? So we've got to increase the resistance, and that's life, and it's part of evolving, and it's okay as you're going in this journey to have those dips. The integration will continue to go up and down simply so that you can receive more and more. And of course you're going to dip. Of course you're going to dip. And this was the most important thing that I really felt called to express, is that it's okay, because when you dip, it's like all those things are being churned. They're ready to come up. They're ready to be fully witnessed. They're ready for you to heal them with love so that you can step into the next level of trust, step into the next level of trusting your intuition. Right? It will pull up exactly what you need to do and where to go. And then it's just total surrender. It's simply like, okay, bottom line, here are the steps, right? Breathe, witness, allow, feel all of it, know that it's normal, it's just part of the dance, and then you are just going to trust that surrendering to the resistance is what brings the gift on the other side. It brings that greater, elevation of your soul, and really what's calling you forth into your epic life of awesomeness. And it has Nothing to do with the ego mind being in control. Like, it's all just normal. Becoming more at peace with the dance, which simply means, can I be more comfortable with the discomfort, right? I would offer you write that down. It's great. Can I be more comfortable with the discomfort? Am I more able to notice and witness in any moment if I want to run and hide, right? The more you catch, the more you're able to then lean in. How can I breathe and be with this fully, right? I can see, more clearly what my expanded soul, what my intuition is calling me to, rather than what my human brain thinks I should do based on my old mental constructs. And then you come to this place where you're like, you know what? I'm excited. And that's why I said at the beginning, I actually love the word resistance, because it's like, oh, it's coming up. I'm excited for all that gets to show up on the other side of this. So there's nothing to fix when that resistance comes up. It's all perfect. And the question is, how much more at peace can you be with it once you realize it's all part of the flow and the dance as you evolve and you grow into bigger, right? Life plays with us. And it's a game. Can you love that? You're not here to fight with anything. It's so relieving. When I first really embodied that, it was the most relieving thing in the world, because I got to drop the sacrifice and the struggle. And I, like, wow, right now it's like I cannot be with anything other than the truth, right? And it's just like, allow, like, you have a sacred gift to feel yourself fully. Allow the teachers to come in, right? That come with it, that hold those codes of expansion for you. And allow yourself to express in the unique way that you get to, and it shifts into excitement. What are all the possibilities as the resistance coming? What are all the possibilities in this pain, in this situation? And that is your truest, greatest joy. That's what I wanted to share out with you. Much, much love. And just, to the expansion. It's so beautiful. The holy human experience.